Welcome to Chasing Curiosity TV. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Manila, Philippines, August 25, 2025. Tensions in the West Philippine Sea have reached a boiling point. A foreign Coast Guard vessel has again used aggressive tactics against a Philippine supply ship near a remote outpost. Such encounters are now dangerously common. The world is watching, but many in Manila believe words are no longer enough. The pressure on national leaders to act is immense. The Philippine Air Force's limitations are now glaring. The current fleet is small, aging, and lacks advanced fighters to patrol the vast maritime domain. A modern Air Force is about having the right planes with the right capabilities. This latest incident is a stark reminder of what's at stake: national security and sovereignty. Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. has reaffirmed the commitment to military modernization. The focus is on acquiring true multi-role fighters, essential for air and maritime defense. The Philippines is no longer a passive observer, it's determined to protect its interests. This resolve is driving the next phase of modernization. The goal, a force that can stand up to any challenge. Public opinion is galvanized. Filipinos demand a stronger military. The call for modern fighter jets is louder than ever. People understand that a capable Air Force is essential for sovereignty in the 21st century. The government is listening, making the push for a modern fleet a top priority. The search for these aircraft is more than procurement, it's a quest for security and peace. The nation's leaders know that credible air power is the backbone of defense. The stakes are high and the time to act is now. The Philippines is ready to take control of its future. The world will soon see a new chapter in Philippine defense. The fight for sovereignty has never been more urgent. The Philippine government's message is clear: it seeks more than new aircraft, it seeks a fundamental shift in defense posture. The era of ceremonial hardware is over. New multi-role fighters must be fully operational, ready for combat at a moment's notice. This marks a significant policy change driven by urgency and realism. The government wants jets that can truly defend national airspace. Restrictive end-user agreements are unacceptable. The Philippines faces real dangers and cannot have its hands tied. Any new fighter must be a sovereign tool under full Philippine control. Defense officials are engaging suppliers worldwide, insisting on unrestricted fighters. The aircraft must perform the full spectrum of air combat and defense missions: air-to-air, maritime strikes, reconnaissance. The goal: a credible deterrent against any aggressor. This firm stance shapes every negotiation. The push for unrestricted fighters marks a coming of age for the Air Force. The FA-50PH was a step forward, but now the nation is ready for the next level. It needs a true multi-role fighter to dominate the skies. This is about survival, not prestige. The government's stance sends a powerful signal. The Philippines is serious about defending its sovereignty. Only the right tools will do the job. The world is watching how the Philippines redefines its air power. The stakes have never been higher. The Philippines has learned from others' mistakes. Pakistan's F-16s were hampered by US restrictions, limiting their use and creating strategic vulnerabilities. During high tensions with India, Pakistan's Air Force operated under uncertainty, fearing sanctions for violating end-user agreements. Powerful hardware can be rendered ineffective by legal and political constraints. The Philippines is determined to avoid this trap. Thailand's experience with the Gripen also showed the complexities of integrating non-native weapons. A multi-role fighter is only as good as the weapons it can carry. These lessons shape the Philippines' procurement strategy. The fine print in contracts is as important as the hardware. Manila's negotiators seek true partners, not just suppliers. The goal: a solution without strings attached. The Philippines will not let its defense be held hostage by foreign policy interests. For an archipelago of over 7,600 islands, sovereignty is tangible. Protecting vast maritime territory demands a force that can project power over great distances. An unrestricted multi-role fighter is essential, the shield of sovereignty. If a fighter's use is dictated by a foreign supplier, its effectiveness is compromised. The Philippines refuses to rely on foreign permission to defend its own territory. Unrestricted use is linked directly to national independence. The government's demand is clear: the Philippines must be the sole master of its defense. The MRF program is about more than technology. It's a strategic imperative. The ability to freely operate, integrate the best weapons, and respond as needed is paramount. This ensures the Philippine flag is a respected reality, not just a symbol. The jets will be airborne guardians of the Republic. The nation's security depends on credible, unrestricted force. The future of Philippine defense hinges on this principle. The Philippine Air Force once focused on internal security, supporting ground troops and counterinsurgency, but the security landscape has changed. The primary threat is now external. The West Philippine Sea crisis demands a new kind of air power. Counterinsurgency aircraft can't match modern threats. Multi-role fighters with advanced radars and missiles are needed to establish air superiority. Control of the air is the cornerstone of maritime defense. Deterrence is key. A credible fleet signals that aggression will come at a high cost. Light attack planes can't deter modern navies or air forces, but unrestricted MRFs change the equation. The shift from internal to external defense is complex and costly. It requires new aircraft, training, doctrine, and infrastructure. Pilots and crews must adapt to advanced systems and tactics. The acquisition of MRFs is the catalyst for transformation. The Air Force is preparing for the challenges of the 21st century. The nation's security depends on this evolution. The time for change is now. Acquiring multi-role fighters is a high-stakes, multi-front negotiation. The Philippine team must balance technical, legal, political, and strategic factors. The frontrunners, the US F-16 Viper and Sweden's Saab Gripen. Every contract clause is scrutinized for restrictions. Full operational sovereignty is non-negotiable. The team must be firm but diplomatic, considering long-term relationships. Operational and technical requirements are equally critical. Can the jets operate from Philippine bases, integrate with current systems, be maintained locally? Technology transfer and support are vital for self-reliance. The best fighter is useless if crippled by restrictions. The team seeks a potent, reliable, affordable jet with guaranteed freedom. The future of Philippine air power depends on these negotiations. Manila's message to suppliers is unwavering. Full operational freedom is non-negotiable. The government isn't just buying jets, it's investing in national security. Restrictions diminish that capability. The Philippines must be able to upgrade and modify its fighters as technology evolves. Open architecture is essential, integrating the best weapons regardless of origin. Any limits on upgrades or integration reduce combat potential. The negotiation team insists on flexibility and adaptability. Some suppliers hesitate, but the Philippines is holding firm. National security cannot be compromised by unfavorable terms. The government is willing to walk away from any deal lacking full control. This bold stance signals a new era in Philippine defense policy. The nation's resolve is clear. Only true operational freedom will suffice. Fighter jets are no longer for parades or air shows. The government is changing perceptions. These jets are for national defense. Their mission patrol skies and seas far from public view. These are tools, not toys. Complex systems for aerial combat. Pilots are warriors, not performers. The goal: deter aggression and, if needed, fight and win. Readiness and training are paramount. The support system, from maintenance to logistics, must ensure constant defense capability. This shift means investing in essentials, shelters, spare parts, robust training. The aircraft are just the tip of the spear. Real strength is in the system behind them. When the new fighters arrive, their true value will be proven on patrol, not at air shows. The message: these jets are the sharp edge of national resolve. They are the credible tool for defending the Republic. The pursuit of unrestricted multi-role fighters marks a turning point for the Philippines. The Air Force is shifting from symbolism to genuine capability. This is a fundamental change in strategic thinking. The nation is moving from passive observation to active deterrence. Insisting on no restrictions shows a mature understanding of defense. The arrival of new fighters will revitalize the Air Force and inspire a new generation. The Air Force will finally secure Philippine airspace. A strong Air Force boosts the entire military. Investing in credible air deterrence signals commitment to sovereignty and peace. The roar of these jets will echo the nation's resolve. A new era for Philippine air power.